Hello, it is me, Reza Gaming. I'm back today. Hope you're doing well. S Scully, Stinger's Playground. Yeah, the fish have knocked over the skull today. They weren't happy with it. So today we are going to start off by fixing our phosphorus refiner because we broke it. Or more specifically, what happened is we set the conveyor meter here to feed in 2 kilograms per packet, and what I forgot was the smaller the packet is, the more conductive it is. So they were heating up against the metal tiles underneath the insulated tiles, somehow. I still don't really understand how that works. But they were heating up too much, they were melting in here. So what I'm actually going to do... Well, we're going to stop feeding the phosphorus in, because it kind of broke everything, and we kind of got to heal everyone up. But what we are going to do... We'll take all of this phosphorus and geotune it anyways. What we'll do is we'll put in a filter gate. So only a buffer gate. Outputs a green signal if the input is receiving a green signal. Continue sending a green signal for an amount of buffer time afterwards. So I think what I actually want to do. No, I think we do want a filter gate. What I'll do is I'll actually stick it here. Oh, I positioned this really awkwardly, haven't I? We can make this work. Those things playground. My Discord link's broken. Oh no, it did used to work. I'm not sure what would have broken that. That's annoying. I've been posting it everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix something. We can't actually break in here and fix this. So I think what I might have to do is I might have to move the chute. What we will have to do is get everyone to sweep this up first. And I think what I might have to do as well is, for now, the water is too hot. Is there any cold water anywhere? That's cold enough. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a bottle emptier here. We're just going to dump the liquid phosphorus over here. And then that's going to get sorted out. It should work once we adjust the settings. That's what I would say. But yeah, a few things are going to break. Let's actually change the materials on a few of these things. I guess we can make them out of gold amalgam for now. That's fine. Yeah, let's sort this all out. I will skill everyone up in a minute as well. Yeah, hope you all do well. Hope you have a good Thursday. Who are we actually going to heal up? Oh, wow. Yeah, fair enough. Right, yeah, make that priority 9. Let's speed up just a little bit. So this is the chute where we were going to dump the phosphorus. I think what we can actually do, or the solid phosphorus, I think what we can actually do is we're going to set this up with conveyor receptacles. We can make these out of metal ore, so it's not actually going to be an issue. We've got more copper to build these auto sweepers with, so that's fine. But yeah, how was your stream yesterday? I couldn't really stick around for very long because I was busy getting ready for bed. But I hope it went alright. Yeah, that seems fine. And then what we'll do is I'll just feed the conveyor rail along here. No, don't make this out of gold amalgam. Make it out of aluminium. And then that can go along here. I think I made some of this conveyor rail out of gold amalgam because I was hoping that was going to stop it from heating up, but I don't think that was the case. I think I'm just going to replace this all again so we can save the gold amalgam. And then I think what we'll do is... I mean, we can have these fill up sequentially. I don't think there's a problem with that. We're not going to be producing enough phosphorus for it to be an issue. It will fill all these receptacles pretty quickly. So we'll just get everyone to build that. That's fine, that gives you plenty of stuff to do. We built the... Okay, you have built the bottle emptier, that's good. Let's dump the liquid phosphorus in here. And yeah, this is all the 95 degrees water that we're dumping from the steam turbines. The issue is it's actually cool enough at the moment to solidify the phosphorus because there's so much debris down here for it to steal heat, from the water. So that's why we've done it like this. You had fun? Good. Who's stressed? Catalina is stressed? Why? Got popped eardrums. I'm trying to get rid of all the chlorine here. We still haven't figured out what's actually been causing the chlorine on the home asteroid. Probably something to do with bleach stone, right? Well, if anyone spots any chlorine bubbles, let me know. We have dumped bleach stone in here, but it's not off-gassing. The chlorine, as far as I can tell, is not coming from these rooms. There's a little bit down here. I don't know. I reckon someone just left a big lump of it somewhere. They're not behaving. You should put the sauna somewhere with something hot, though? Yeah, fair enough. Right, so automation-wise, we're just going to put a filter gate on this, and that's going to be set to 5 seconds. No? And what that should do is it should send out one 10 kilogram packet every 5 seconds, like we originally had, which kind of defeats the point of using the meter, but I don't know. I'd rather keep the conveyor rail where it is rather than have to rip everything up again. Because we obviously don't want it leaching heat into the base. And there's no other path we can really send it through here where it's not just going to do the same thing somewhere else. So, I guess for now we'll not use the conveyor meter, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Well, we'll use it, but not the way we intended. Right, so we'll put that in. Let's heal up some people while we're waiting for stuff to happen, frankly. Everyone's a little bit injured, so let's actually just heal up Chip. I might actually put another one down here. That's fine. So what we should end up with is some refined phosphorus, and this needs to stay on the list. So, clear new, see all. That could be in consumable ore, refined phosphorus. So that looks like it's flashing. Well, that's irritating. Yeah, there we go, that's alright. It's going to do that a little bit. Steam temperature down here is pretty low now. I could probably turn this off then. Yeah, let's cool this down for a little bit. We set this one to run because the pressure was getting too high in here, but I think this will be fine now. We're not using all this power anyways. If we go to the colony report, we've been wasting a fair bit of steam power, although not as much as you would think. You have to say, I have a save using your video about the refined phosphorite. It worked great until I turned it off. The hydrogen escaped and overheated the bottom half. Ah, yes. I think the issue with that is... yeah, it probably escaped through a tile here somehow if the phosphorus on here cooled down. Oh! I think I have forgotten something. I think I was supposed to put a liquid blob in here so it wouldn't enter all the way into the room. We could probably do that. We have to get like a little bit of mercury or something. I think it's probably fine. So let's open this door up. And then we can remove these 3 tiles. Then we can put a liquid blob in there. Naphtha. I think we want something conductive. So probably mercury. Mercury will... oh, yeah, mercury will stay a liquid at this temperature. That's fine. We haven't put the hydrogen in the room yet. There's going to be just a little bit of figuring out with this to do. Let's skill everyone up. You know what? I'm not going to bother skilling up the guys near the asteroid. That's not relevant today. We'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. Whatever. Let's just keep giving everyone boosters. I think that's probably... why did I pick that one instead of this one? Let's give everyone some more construction boosters. I think that would generally be useful. Here you go. I'm sure we can just grab a little bit of mercury and that won't cause any issues. Looks like the rockets aren't in space. That's good. So, obviously, we're going to get the heat pump working today. We're going to clear this with the liquid phosphorus when we start generating it. Once we've done that, we need to set up the Copper Volcano. A, so we have enough refined metal to build everything. And B, I want to get some actual non-annoying steam generation in. I guess we've got the steam vent here. If I just put a gas pump here, right? underneath the turbine. I think this is cooled down enough we can safely put a steel gas pump in here now. Let's put that in there. And then we could actually set up a little pipe that could run through here, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll put some insulated tiles here. And then we can run that to the rocket, and then we can refuel the rocket, and then we can do some more space exploration. Because I do want to find the resin tree as well. The final goal of this run is to get to the resin tree, because then we're going to be... Wait, you're really still stressed out? Why? The brain machine off? No. Your morale was too low. Weird. You're the only one who's stressed. How has that even happened? But yeah, the main goal of this run was always to get to the resin tree, and I've talked about it a little bit. We wanted to do this first because we haven't done space materials from this before. And this asteroid was going to be a base for us to do a bit more space exploration as well. But I guess we'll see what comes of that. If the marshy planet's nearby, great. If not, then maybe we'll think about it differently. You're Geotuned 4 out of 5 now, so you should start producing a lot more copper. Oh, right, you can't get in here, can you? In that case, shut this, remove this tile. Where's this pipe gonna go then? So let's just put a wire here. And then I think it's just gonna be a normal gas pump. A normal gas pipe. That can run probably... Okay, the gunk's already hot. I don't want to leak any gunk through here. Maybe that doesn't matter. Right, let's put in a gas valve. Yeah, let's put in a gas valve and set this to 1 kilogram, no, 100 grams per second. No, there's no point... Hold on. What am I doing? There's no point doing this in a room where the steam is going to be hot. We want to do this in a room where the steam is going to be cold. I.e., in the volcano room. Or in this room. We could pump a little bit of steam out of here and dump a little bit of water in here. But that might be overcomplicating things at that point. So I think we do it in the volcano tamer. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Let's not overcomplicate things. Right. That's not what I was talking about. Why have we got random materials going through here? Oh, because I deconstructed everything. Okay, sure. Alright. Right, remove these then. That's on me. This should only be set to... This should only be set to phosphorus. So, set this here. Right, and I need to dump a little bit of mercury in there. So, let's just... I think I've got a little bottle in here, right? Yeah. So, dump that. And then relocate that here. I'll yellow alert this. We'll get that done. Hassan is always starving for some reason. I think Hassan is just the slowest of the two. Can I actually skill up Hassan? Or has he got too many? He hasn't got... He's got all the athletic skills. I'm not sure why he's struggling then. Who knows? Right, this filter gate needs to be set to 5 seconds, which it is. That's good. At least you're not scolding down here anymore. Right, before you take that away, you need to empty this. And then put these back. Okay, and now you need to sweep. Yep, that's some steam. This is set to an exosuit zone now, and this is a fully insulated wall, so I'm perfectly happy with this. Right, then sweep all of that, please. I'm not surprised we've got some steam, to be honest, at this point. How hot is the phosphorus in here? It's somewhat hot. The aquatuner is not running because... Why? Oh, right, because I... Yeah, because I need to flip it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I turned it off. Right, so now... You need to relocate the mercury here. Yeah, the mercury is the best element for this because it's the most conductive. And then we'll put the mesh tile back in, put the radiant tile back in, and then we'll do the others. And then we do actually have to dump the water in here as well at some point. I could just hook up the water pipe here, maybe. I was going to build some ice temperature plates. I still could build some ice temperature. We'll see. We'll have a think. I'm quite excited to get this running. Wait. Okay, you shouldn't be sending the phosphorite back in now. What's... Well, I mean, maybe you can just for now. So it's sending in... Oh, now it's sending in 2 kilograms in the packets with a spacing of 5 between them. Okay, that's fine. So let's set this to 10. And then this will get up to throughput. That's fine. We can still have people in here while they're finishing this off, right? There's not that much phosphorus in here yet. We'll need to get rid of everything fairly soon, though. You dupes are fairly idle, so this should be fine. Catalina, what is wrong with you? Is your morale requirement too high or something? No, that's the fire pole. Yes, your morale requirement is too high. Oh, it's the soggy feet from all of this crap, isn't it? Well, I mean, that's probably not helping. Wow. Yeah, you really stress vomited everywhere, didn't you? Yeah, get rid of all that. That's fine. Right, so that's been built. This needs to go here. You're still continuing to melt at the moment. That's fine. But yeah, now the... Okay, now why are the packets coming in like this? I think that's still fine. We'll keep an eye on it, but that looks fine. It looks like it's melting in the right room now. This is this is definitely a bit of a bodge, but the flow rate should be what we want it to be. So I'm not really that concerned. You've got to build that tile, though, before this liquid comes over. Well, I guess you don't have to. It'll be a bit annoying if a little bit drops down here before you finish building that tile, but that's all it will be. Right. Okay. So now the phosphorus is melting itself. This loot, I was using it to cool down the volcano. I don't think I'm going to keep doing that for now. Actually, maybe we do. Let's set this to centigrade signal if above -7 degrees. So we'll get this to run again. Yeah, whatever. We'll get this to keep running. And then this door will... Okay, what we actually have to do at this point is we have to put the steam in here before we keep doing this. I guess we'll get this to run for now just to get a bit more heat going. Get a bit more mass in here. Get the liquid... Get the liquids... Oh, look, you did leave a little blob here. It's kind of annoying. If we get the liquids down here, then we can start putting in the stuff. This phosphorus is fairly hot, but 800 kilograms. 800 kilograms is probably too much. I don't know, we'll do it. We'll do it. It should melt fairly quickly anyways. If I just put it right here, that should be fine. I could even send more phosphorite in to start. Yeah, okay, so this is working. We've got all the liquids in here now, so we can build the ice temperature plate. That's fine. You're out of power. Out of power. Oh, because you need to tune this. Okay, well, you can keep tuning all of these as well. Is this still a power plant? Yes, it is. So you should be... Oh! We cut off access to the room. Right, let's open up the rooms again now that this is all exosuit territory. Yeah. Eduardo is scolding. Okay, this... probably is not a good idea. Okay, let's actually... You know what? Let's just leave the... just leave the ice in here. Maybe it'll melt quickly enough. And then we'll go heal Eduardo. In fact, let's go heal up 3 different dupes. Because everyone's a bit damaged now. Right, that ice should melt fairly quickly because it's on the aluminium tile. Even not as a temperature plate, it should be fine. So, is there anything else that we need to do at the moment? The volcano is... Geotuned. We know this. I just want to leave it running for a minute. Let's actually just leave it on speed 3 for now. Let's see if anyone gets idle. We'll just check that it's not still melting. Or boiling the geotuner room. And then we'll be alright. And then when I want to pump some phosphorus out to go in the heat pump, we'll just pump it in here. But let's do that once the steam is actually formed. We'll keep all this heat in here in the meantime. Is that actually significantly cooling down the phosphorus? Not really. That's fine. When this is fully running, this should only have to run 1/5 of the time. We're running it full time at the moment, which is kind of why it's running out of power. Right, are you actually going to tune these again? You have tuned them again. Great. Okay. Dupes are now idle. So, what we got? Wood? Sure. Oh, wait, I want to print some more dupes over here, don't I? I don't want to print any of you guys. Okay. I guess we get started on the volcano room. Now, this Copper Volcano, it's hotter than usual. It's not that much hotter than usual. 50C for metal with a relatively low heat capacity is not huge. So this is effectively just over twice the heat as usual. So we could set this up with 4 self-cooled steam turbines, or we could set it up with 2 actively cooled steam turbines. Now, considering this area is wide enough for 4 self-cooled steam turbines, how much metal do we actually have for these? Not a huge amount. We do have some steel left over. So maybe we should actually... Yeah, maybe we should actually use that. Okay, I think what we'll do is... Let's get this all insulated tile first. Yeah, we'll do this first, and then we'll seal everything else up. And then we'll build the room, and we'll just make it an actively cooled one. Let me actually find the video I have for my metal volcano tamer. I tested this with an aluminium volcano, which usually produces about twice the heat of a copper volcano. But I haven't tested it with the geotuned copper volcano, so we'll see what comes of that. And we've got enough water down here. I'm pretty hopeful that... Wait, are you actually backed up? No, you're fine. It's just a little bit of steam. So, metal volcano tamer not included. Does my video come up on the list? I don't think it does. Yeah. I don't know why this video in particular doesn't show up on Google, but that's fine. So, Yeah, this is actually a pretty early one. Hold on. Right, here we go. Still a good build, though. I designed this so I could use it to boil polluted water. The only thing is, I'm not going to actually need to boil polluted water with it. Right, so there's the video. That's what we're going to be designing the Volcano Tamer based on. Is there even a polluted water source here? Not really. We probably don't have to bother with every single little bit. I think we're going to use it as a loose guide, but we're not going to follow it exactly. And I think what we'll do is we will seal it over here, because that's just going to be annoying otherwise. So let's build. Let's see. Is there? We can still get through here. I think I've got to dig this out. This is a suit zone now, so this shouldn't be an issue. So we'll just let people wander around down here. Oh wait, hold on. Dig that and that instead. There you go. That's one way to warm up the planet. Yeah, with these bionic dupes, we've just been warming up the whole planet because we're not growing any food. There's no need to grow any food, so I don't actually care about the temperature. We don't need any critters. Anything that we need critters for is being handled on the main asteroid, so I literally don't care. Right, ice is at 4.4 degrees, okay. We need 12 tons of phosphorus to get this going. The only thing is, it needs to be at least 177 degrees, so this is going to need to heat up a little bit. In fact, I realized something. I probably need to turn the steam turbine off at first. Because we need the phosphorus to still be hot when we're pumping it out. So let's actually turn this off for now. And then we'll cool it down later. That sounds like a bad plan. But if we pump it in cold, it's not going to work. Yeah, heat this back up. We'll leave the steam in there. So, hold on. Is this... Yeah, this isn't turned on. That's good. So we shouldn't pump out the steam yet. Stealer is idle. You look... Oh, you're not trapped. You're just bored? Okay, that's fine. Let's keep queuing up more insulated tiles then. So that could go there. I think we just need... Yeah, we just need 10. So that's fine. And then this one comes down here. The liquid lock to get in can start here. That's probably going to be mercury as well. We can lower the water out of this bit, that's fine. I think we can probably just do tile-based shenanigans to delete the rest of the gases in here. Yeah, build all those tiles first. You must be very close to melting. You're bored? Okay, yeah, you are just bored. That's fine. Yeah. What are we going to do with this water? I don't know. I don't think it matters. The room doesn't need to be any bigger than this. I could fit another steam turbine on there, but I don't think we'll need it, even if it is Geotune. Right, so that water gets to go down there. I think what I might do is I might actually... I might just let that water out down here, because nobody want to delete it. The guys are bored anyways. And then what we'll do is... I mean, temporarily, I'll just put a bottle empty here and a bottle empty here. And then we'll put some mercury in here once we're done. Right, the ice has melted. So... now it's water. Okay. Well, we'll keep heating up the phosphorus. Wait, why have we got water up here? What? There definitely shouldn't be water up here. What's happened? What's going on? Did we bring some ice up here or something? There's no way. There's no way this is leaking ice via this door. Or leaking water via that door, right? Yeah! It's teleporting up here. This door opening and closing is teleporting water from this tile to this tile. How is that working? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, frankly. Is that going to be an issue when it's actually steam? I hope not. Well, this should heat up soon enough. I guess I'll just let them... I'll just let it keep pouring down here for now. And then we'll fix it. Right, okay, so let's put the bottle emptiers here. We're still heating up the phosphorus at the moment. I could actually feed in some more while we're just trying to get this to run. If I set this to, like... If I set... Let's just set this to, like, 100 for now. It's not actually going to let in 100. Oh, wow. It doesn't actually require an errand? Okay. Oh, wow. It is going to let in 100 every 5 seconds. Okay, so that's going to be a bit more heat added to the mix. Let's just fill this whole bit up with liquid. It's almost full up with phosphorus. And when this does actually fully fill up with phosphorus, then we'll be alright. But we just need to get the steam out of here. Yeah, see, this is fine. It's all still melting on the rail pretty well. Wow, Catalina is really not having a good time. I think I need to skill scrub Catalina. Yeah, that's wild. Okay, so... Skill scrubber... just stick it here. We know that wire will be fine. I do not get why you're stressing out. You have nothing to do. Yeah, this room just needs to fill with liquid. And then we'll be alright. And then it'll start working better over here. But we're practically there now. We just need to increase the flow rate a little bit to get the liquid flowing. Then it will pour down here easier. And then we'll be fine. I know, I sometimes stress out when I have nothing to do. It's true. Okay, there we go. So we've got the mercury here. Now the phosphorus should start pouring out faster. We've got steam. Okay, please don't teleport steam over here. Oh. Is the steam holding up the phosphorus now? I think this will sort itself. I think this just needs to boil. Am I going to leave the mercury in there? Probably. It's not doing any harm. The mercury was just to get it to work in the first place. Right, there we go. The phosphorus is now pushed through. This is now all going to actually behave. The water should actually melt. This mercury should get hot, and then the vacuum should stop all the heat from actually transferring over. So we'll wait until all the water's boiled, and then we will reduce the flow rate back down to normal. But I will get you to sweep all this up in the meantime, because I'm pretty confident we're not going to teleport any more water up there. Right, you're flooded. Okay. That's fine. I'll just set that there for now. Right, we still need to heat everything up, though. This needs to get up to 170 degrees to actually be hot enough to pump into the heat pump. We probably shouldn't have done the steam yet. Because now the liquid is all going to fill up here. And then it's not going to come out. Right, okay. here's a new plan. We're gonna disconnect this. This is gonna connect back here. We're just gonna let the heat build up in here. So normally with 5 steam turbines, it's enough to get rid of the heat. We've disconnected the steam turbine. I'm just gonna let the phosphorus out, and we're gonna start cooling it down. And then we'll see what happens. But I'll do that once the night rolls over. Just in case we accidentally break anything. And then we can put the hydrogen in here. In fact, let's actually put the hydrogen in here first. Enable auto bottle on that. And then we will disconnect the vent for now, and we'll connect it up when the phosphorus liquid actually gets down here. Okay, you've got the hydrogen. This is heating up pretty quickly, that's good. But now it's gonna overflow if we keep pouring stuff in here. Yeah, you're blocked, so you should stop running. Let's just check Catalina. Right, she's not got any special skills. So let's just skill scrub Catalina, because she's just causing issues now for some reason. And let's actually go and check the stress vomit again. Right, it's all down here now. Okay. That's fine. Right, why isn't this running? It's because... Did I disconnect this? Oh, it's too hot. No. Oh, I think this needs to be below. Right, yeah. Send more phosphorus in. That needs to be set to below. We had it set to higher at first. Right, and now let's actually let the phosphorus out. That's probably too much phosphorus slightly too quickly. Okay. So what will happen if we let it in too quickly is it will build up here. And then we set it to not work. Let's close this door. We set it to notify me if the pressure was getting too high. Because if it is, that means it's going to form a tile instead of a debris. And then we're screwed. But we can vent the hydrogen here now. Let's see what that looks like. I think we're going to have to reload. I did just want to mess around with that, to be honest. But this should tile up, I think. We've got to let it in gradually into this room. That's the idea. I think we'll just let the hydrogen pressure get fairly high. Yeah, I think this is just going to tile up. It's not even actually cooling down. Interesting. I think I actually need to... Let's set this back to the lower flow rate then. I'm probably just going to reload it anyways. But we'll see. So that should freeze at 41 degrees-ish. Yeah, see how quickly it's filling up back up in here again? Oh, it actually did tile up. Okay, that's good. I could probably set this a bit higher then. No, it did turn into debris. That's good. Right, let's set this to 100 then. That's good to know. So what will happen is it shouldn't be dropping here. What's going on with that? That definitely shouldn't be happening. Is it getting too cold over here? Now why is that happening? That's not the end of the world, because we could probably get that to remelt again if we actually start letting in more phosphorus. Let me load up the video. There's a different video for that one. I guess we're still playing around with this today. So, Phosphorus. ONI. Does that give me... Okay, that one actually shows up on Google. Great. So, it looks like... Right, let me post a link for this video as well. We did this yesterday too. Right, what's the issue? I think it may... I'm not seeing what the difference is, because we have the conveyor rail coming through at the same point. Oh, wait, is the conveyor rail supposed to actually come in the room? Maybe it is. Let me have a look at that. Hey Carmike, hope you're doing well. We're just fiddling around with this. It's kind of working now, but it's kind of not working now. Right. No, I think this is set up correctly, but why is it dumping the phosphorus here then? Perhaps it's cooled down a bit much. Perhaps I need to start letting the phosphorus through again. We've let it build up slightly too much. Okay, here's what we do. Let's actually just get the phosphorus made first, and then we'll sort it out. Right, so let's just work on this in the meantime. So we've got some steam in here now. I'll put an insulated tile here. We'll just use this tile to get rid of the rest of the gases. We'll get the metal volcano sorted out while we're just building up hot phosphorus in here. This isn't exchanging heat with this, which is good. So this should eventually get to about 180, 200-ish degrees, and then we'll start pumping it through. Do I actually want to increase the flow rate again? I think I do want to increase the flow rate again then. Okay, maybe not that much. Yeah, just do that for now. Let's pour the mercury in here. Have we got any random mercury? We do. It looks like you might be missing a mesh tile compared to the design in the video. Let me see. Ah, yes, you're right. It looks like I had 2 mesh tiles. Yes, you're right, because the mesh tile pushes the debris out. Okay. Well, how are we going to get in here now to do that? Interesting. Well, there's not... Okay. I think what we do... Right, let's turn this off for now. Set this to 0. No, we can do this. I think we just come in here. The liquid phosphorus will stay here. If I just break into these 2 tiles, I can build the mesh tile here. We just need this to not solidify. I think we can still salvage this. Yeah, because the second mesh tile, the purpose of that was to make sure we don't get debris forming here, and the debris always forms on this side. So I need to... I could make a little lip here. Just let a little bit of the phosphorus out. That'll form a vacuum, and then we can just get in here and do that tile. Yeah, that should be fine. Except we can't actually come in that way. We can still do it. We just need to do it like this. I think that will be alright. Right, mercury's in here. You don't need any more. That's okay. Let's tile this. Remove the liquid. Plastic tile? Really? Okay. Well, whatever. That's fine. You can build a plastic tile there if you really feel like it. Yeah, this is turned off now. Wow, I actually did forget some things from previously, didn't I? Right, so now if I open this up, we should be able to get in here, and it shouldn't leak any gas. I think this will have to be a check, because we do not want to pump this out if it gets full of gas. Maybe I need to put some liquid here in advance. I'm going to save again, I'm just paranoid. Man, I forgot the function of the second mesh tile. Feels bad. Right. Okay, that did fill with gas. Well... Maybe we can still pump it out temporarily? Actually, I could probably tile it out, right? Mini gas pumps, they're gonna overheat. I think we can tile it out. Because this isn't gonna interface too much with this, if it's not actively pouring in here. I think we could do this, but let's just do it like this, I guess. We'll leave the liquid here. Is that gonna stay liquid? It probably is if you build it out of conductive material. I guess we'll see. This may be a reload. Right, you can sweep all of this. Remove that, and then the steam should push the oxygen out of all the other tiles. Right? Yeah, because this is now going to conduct heat with the stuff, right? Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just totally keep tiling this over, and then we'll seal it back up, and then we'll delete all the tiles again, and we'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. So now the phosphorus has been pushed over here. You can relocate that phosphorus, I guess. Actually, I guess we can just let that remelt. That's fine. That should remelt pretty easily. And the dupes are pretty bored, so they should do this fairly quickly. This should be fine. We'll give Catalina her skills back later. She doesn't need them at the moment. In fact, I can just tile all of these. Yeah, the phosphorus is actually heating up down here now. That's fine. The hydrogen is good. We'll keep putting hydrogen in there. That's fine. We'll focus on the volcano stuff once we're actually ready. I think at this point. I don't want another bionic dupe. I will print a researching booster. Let's print that over here. Just in case. There you go. Right, so build that and then build this and then you'll be fine. And maybe just leave that blob there. The oxygen is hot enough, it shouldn't actually cause any issues. And when this erupts again, this should all turn into steam, and then we should be fine. I should probably remove all this polluted water at this point, right? Send it somewhere else. Maybe we'll just build a little liquid reservoir for now, and we'll put the polluted water in there. Yeah, maybe we just put it here. Just for now. There you go. That's definitely how that works, isn't it? That's gonna pump some more from out here. That's fine. Right, and then we tile this up as well, and then we can remove all the tiles, and then we can get this working again. This was definitely quicker than gas pumping it, though. Gas pumping sucks. Looks like the phosphorus is moving back in. Is that okay? I think that's fine. Right, so now I can remove all the tiles. So we'll go ahead and do that, because there'll be a vacuum in here now. We'll rebuild the notifier. That was made out of lead. You're hot enough that's not an issue. Who's scolding? You're scolding. Well, you should be here. I think I accidentally found a way to bypass the stuff. Yes, this needs to be locked off. Okay. I'll open it up to gases, but I'll just build a tile here. Right, almost there. Just sweep all of this up. Presume you will actually go ahead and do that. Everyone's bored here now? Okay, any quick digging that you feel like doing? You dig this stuff quickly. Doesn't that sound fun? Right, so this is 2 hot phosphorus. That should not go off under any circumstance. And then you get a yellow alert, do this. Got a storage bin here for everything. Please do that. Then we'll connect this up again. Thank you, Chip. Your strength booster is coming in handy. Right, and then I'm going to rebuild the ladder because it's going to annoy me otherwise. And then we're going to put the tile back in. You're running again. So you're going to start heating this up still. That's good. We've got the polluted water out of this loop. That's good. We'll fiddle around with that pipe later. And then we'll just put this tile in, and then we'll be good. There's nothing else in here. Yeah, this should work fine now. I'm glad you were switched on, Quantum. Sorry about that. You're always switched on about these things. Okay, so now I'm going to let a little bit more through, just a little bit. Hopefully it's just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now it's working properly. So it's all condensing in this bit. And we're getting all the debris in the cooling chamber. Okay, and now we should have enough material for geotuning everything. This is all set to phosphorus. That's good. You've had to work with the debris injection rules several times before, so you know what to look for. Yeah, it's fair enough. Okay. So now what we need to do is heat this up. Keep pouring in more liquid. Keep heating it up. I'm happy to just transfer the heat over from the aluminium. That's fine. I could have put some more temperature plates in here if I really felt like it. What's the flow rate on this now? Let's set this to 100 again. While we're just trying to fill it up with heat. Yeah, look, this conveyor is actually backed up with refined phosphorus now. That's a good sign. Right, okay. Let's leave that for now, and then let's go back to the metal volcano stuff, because I want to do that next. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, look. Why have I put all of this stuff here where I was going to put the steam turbines? That's not very smart, is it? Well, that's just going to give us a big bottle of refined polluted water. Refined polluted water, what's that? Who knows? That's alright, I can just remove all of this. You do still need to erupt. Is there too much steam in here? I think there might be. I think I may need to let the rest of the water out. So let's actually just do something like this temporarily. Oh, I need a ladder over here, apparently? Okay. The petroleum boiler, industrial sorter, and phosphorus refinery deals. All designs will deal with debris ejection. Yeah, fair enough. Right. So this should be heating everything up because the phosphorus should just be melting in here immediately and pouring down here. Right, let's speed up again then. Yeah, we need like about 100 kilograms per tile of steam in here. So if we just let all the water out, this should be fine. I'm sure that will cause absolutely zero issues. And this should end up being a vacuum. Unless we end up getting steam in here. Oh, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, how long will it take to get the water out of here? How long until Clay puts a machine in here to refine phosphorite? I don't know, because they put in the bleachstone hopper. Previously, the only way of getting that was with the puffs, but that was also because you ended up with a lot of salt from geysers, and that added to that loop. That added to the complexity of the game in an interesting way. Right, you're not overpressurizing now, are you? No. Okay, that's fine. So let's just seal this back up before it causes any shenanigans. And I'm hoping that's actually going to push the oxygen out over here. Right, that has actually formed a vacuum. That's interesting. Warning, very hot copper inbound. If they do add a phosphorite refinery, I bet it will be as inefficient as their black wax cleaner. Yes, I hope it is inefficient, like the glass forge is. Because I feel like it's you're taking away something from the game if there's not a full design for it. Right, I think what we do is we build a tile here, and then we let the oxygen up here, and then I think that solves the issue. Right. Okay. Right, so that's that. I could build some temperature plates in here. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? We've got plenty of granite. Let's just make it like granite. So, probably something along... hold on. Let's do something slightly different. Let's not put a temperature plate directly behind the volcano. Let's do it like that. That makes more sense, right? That should exchange heat with that a bit better. Yeah, remove that tile. We can sweep up the phosphorus here. How's this looking now? Is this heating up? It is heating up. It's taking a little bit of time. This isn't running because... Oh, right, because we still need to let it flow through here to actually run this to generate a bit more heat. That's fine. I'll open it just a little bit. There you go. There you go. Just a little bit. That glass forge is your nemesis. Getting it to stop deleting glass was the hardest part of designing your industrial sauna. Yeah. So I have a question. It's a bit annoying that you only need a very small amount of glass. So even though the glass forge is super inefficient, it's like 25% efficiency. You never have a need to actually build a sand boiler for 100% efficiency because nothing actually consumes that much glass. They should make a critter that eats glass and turns it into diamond. That's what they should do. Something along those lines. Why we got phosphorus up here? I think it leaked again. I mean, I'm kind of pushing the... I'm definitely just messing around with this. I'm not surprised it leaked a little bit then. We didn't actually fix the issue. We just tweaked the settings so that it hopefully wasn't going to stop being a problem. But if the phosphorus is waiting here long enough, if the phosphorite is waiting here long enough, it will actually still melt. So maybe we actually set this to like 50 for now. This is nearly hot enough. I reckon we can let this fill almost all the way up to the top, and then we can start pumping it. Then it should be hot enough, especially if we're not letting any heat out with the steam turbine. And then once we pumped all the liquid out, we'll just run the steam turbine for a little bit, It shouldn't get up to 100 degrees before it gets the room temperature down if all the phosphorus is gone. And then we should be fine. Oh, you're not actually removing the phosphorus because the conveyor line is full. Well, that's fine. Just use glass for your tiles in the game. So the issue with that, right? Glass tiles don't give run speed. Regular tiles give run speed. And obviously that makes sense. But yeah, it's not very efficient to just have glass tiles for everything. Right, so now it looks like I can just delete the oxygen by building a tile in here. It's all steam in here now. That's good. And it's not too much steam. We can just run this on a closed loop. And it's not that hot yet. Let's put in... Oh, we've got loads of copper now with Geotune this. Oh, so good. So very good. Right, we'll put that tile in, and then we can close this off. Right, there we go. So now... I should have made that an insulated tile. I don't know why I didn't bother with that. And that should push the steam down here. And then we can actually remove these, get the steam turbines over here. We can get it to start working. This is almost hot enough now, so this is working. That's good. There's still just a tiny bit of phosphorus leaking out, but it's a low enough amount that I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. It's because it's backed up. That's what's happening. Let's lower it back down to 20 now. We're getting enough flowing through here. Yeah, this looks fine. Okay, right. So let's save it again. I keep saving it and not actually reloading. That's fine. It doesn't take very long to save. The ting 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 as they run it is strangely satisfying. Oh, it's very satisfying. You're absolutely right. Okay, let's turn the pump on. So now, this is 175 degrees phosphorus. What temperature is it going to get to the thing at? What do you mean you're disabled by automation? Oh, that was the wrong... Oh, that was the wrong switch. Oh, no. That's definitely going to cause some issues. Well, so long as the debris doesn't melt, I think we'll be fine. No, this is... No, that's... Yeah, okay, let's reload that. Let's reload that one. Okay. Yes, if we form a phosphorus tile, we're done. That's not the aim. In the meantime, you get some fish. But yes, they did indeed knock over the skull. That is what happened. Blackos are just both hanging out on this side of the tank for a change. Ugh, I think we're going to get it to work. What will the thumbnail be today? I think the thumbnail will just be the cutscene for the heat pump, maybe. Who knows? The tricky bit with the glass melter is the heat source. Yeah, but that's the fun part. But that's why I've never done a video about, like, sand melting, because there's no point. They need to add a point to sand melting in the game. You know what? Got a link to Reese's Discord. I can't get the one here to work. No, I don't know why this didn't work. Let me see what I can find. Oh, I don't know. Yes, someone else will need to do that. I'm not sure why my link didn't work, so if anyone does fix it, let me know. Right, so let's play it again. I love how all the buttons just jiggle for like 10 seconds once the game figures out how many resources you have. Right, let's flick this switch. See how hot it comes out of the pipe. Is that going to cool down immediately? It's cooling down a little bit. It might be alright. So we need it to be... So let's have a look at lead. Lead melts at about 330 degrees. So we need it to come in at 180 degrees, I think. So let's actually turn this off. We'll heat up a bit more first. But let's just see what temperature it actually gets to when it gets there. This packet is a bit lighter. Why is my pee so hot? Sir? Yes, it's a bit hotter than it needs to be. Just so that we can get it hot enough for the heat pump. That's the plan. It's going over here. Yeah, this is... I mean, it's not losing that much heat. It's losing like a couple of degrees of heat in the pipe and the tile. This has worked pretty well, I think. And then it's probably going to lose a little bit more over here, but not that much. Okay. Good. So, yeah, we need this to be like 180 average. What a cool way to use the liquid phosphorite. Yes. In case you weren't aware, the phosphorite ore that comes in is very different than the phosphorus that comes out because the phosphorite has a heat capacity of the ore that you find on the map and from the Drecos. It has a heat capacity of 0.15. The liquid actually has a heat capacity of 0.77. So it generates a large amount of heat energy just from the melting action, which is why we're able to get the temperature so high even with a very minimal heat source. And then it freezes again at 44 degrees into solid phosphorus, which still has the high heat capacity. But yes, this should be good enough. So let's keep building stuff down here. This should probably... This is going to run fairly full time, so let's actually make this a power plant. I should probably do some ethanol cooling shenanigans in here, right? This is going to be actively cooled. Now, how do we get over here? Do we... I think we still can get over here by sealing this off. So we'll seal this off. And then this one, I think I might actually just do something like this. Put like a blob of liquid here and then go like that. No, that's stupid. Let's actually... You know what? We could do it like this. That's fine. I mean, that's a little silly, but it's mostly fine. So I guess I'll put a door... We could put something else over here. What would we even put over here? I don't know. Pedestals? A battery? It could be a battery, couldn't it? Yeah, let's put a battery over here. I think just a jumbo battery will do. Let's make it out gold amalgam. And let's just put a door here. And then we'll put a bottle emptier here. Right, I think this is probably hot enough now, but we're not gonna preempt it too much. It might not have been a good test since I'm already on Discord, but when I click the link, it switch focus to your server. So it seems like the Discord link works for people who are already on the Discord. Great. That was not the intent at all. Okay. I think what we would actually want to do is we would actually want to tile this. And then put the radiant pipe over here. Oh, we've left some gas in here. Okay, then that's what we're going to do. We'll pump the gas out of here first. Yeah, get that out. Get the polluted water out. And then we'll pump all the gas out. Once we poured some mercury in here. We'll keep some mercury on the bottom as well. And we will... Ah, Nightbot got you. Perhaps this link will work. I'll post the link. Sorry, Nightbot is just doing Nightbot's job. There's the link. See if that works. Okay, so what we'll do is disconnect this. I should just deconstruct this, right? Oh god damn it. We've got a pipe segment here. I'll just break the liquid and move it in a minute. That's fine. We got some time. So gas pump can go here. That can be made out of gold. That's fine. Nightbot is doing their best. Yeah, you'd be surprised how often the link blocking capability is actually used. So yeah, I'm not really gonna turn it off. But in future, if you want to post a link, just whisper me and I'll post a link. Yeah, put that there. The steam is getting a little bit toasty. That's fine for now. The copper isn't really going to conduct much heat yet. This is going to be actively cool. I'm probably going to have to reverse the aqua tuners. So I think the plan for this... Man, I can't remember what the plan was for this. Let's just get all this stuff done first, right? I'll get you to sweep this up as well. Yeah, there we go. Right, this is definitely hot enough now. So let's start pumping this. Yeah, this shouldn't misbehave now. It needs to be 180 degrees or hotter to get the thing to melt, so this should be fine. Right? The small blob in front is cooler, but that's because it's smaller. Which is okay. The rest of it is coming in at the right temperature. That's good. Yeah. I mean, obviously we're not going to have a black and white thumbnail. But it's making some progress. Right, so yeah, the liquid temperature is getting high enough now. That's good. Pressure is building up. It needs to reach 12 tons of pressure, and this one is the only one set to erupt. Now, the issue is, this room is going to fill with phosphorus gas when we do this. So, yeah. Whatever. We got some regular water in here now as well. That wasn't the intent. Is that steam? Wait, why is there steam in here? Is there a heat leak somewhere? There shouldn't be. Yeah, keep pumping all this. Okay, set this back to 10 now. We don't need to generate any more phosphorus in here for now. Let's lower the amount in here to a reasonable level, and then we'll start dumping the debris again. Stop exploding, you cowards. Is there just some hot debris on the floor? No, there is just steam in the room. Great. Still not really sure how that happened. I guess it was just floating around. What's even the hot thing in here? Oh, there's a little bit of hot dirt? Really? Is that it? There's no way that's it. Right. I'm just going to pour the mercury in here. That might help. Plants have died? What? Why? They're too hot? Oh, God. I've got to... Oh, these are not irrigated. Why are they not irrigated? Not getting any water. Wow, I haven't been paying attention to this at all. We're out of water because the vent has stopped erupting. I'm going to have to actually pay attention to this, aren't I? Why is this blocked? I'm going to hook you up again. I think it's because the geyser was turned off. I think the geyser turned off, we ran out of water. I just hook that up again and see if that works. I think that's usually what I do, right? Oh, I've realized the flaw with this plan. We actually need to open up a tile here, maybe. To actually get the gas out of this room. Right, this should cool the room down enough. Then I can just get rid of the water. Then that should be fine, right? How's the liquid pressure? Yeah, the liquid pressure's going up pretty well. The temperature is high enough. That's good. Do I have to pump the liquid out of the stuff out of all 3 vents to get the achievement? I haven't tried that one. I thought it might have just been unblocking the blocked one. gives us the achievement, but I don't know. What we got? A digging booster? Sure. We'll print that over here. Sounds good. Oh, yeah, stop doing that now. That's fine. Right, so now the gas in here should move fairly quickly out of here. I don't think we're generating any more. Okay, so let's build. There should be aluminium pipe, really, shouldn't it? I'm gonna make it out of copper just because we have copper. I don't think that's a constraint on this thing, and I'm just doing this for a little bit more efficiency. So let's bridge this. That's going to be where the coolant loop goes. I think I will just remove all this pipe and we'll start again, because that's going to annoy me. Wise? Who's idle? Oh, you're idle on the other asteroid. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, get rid of all that and then I'll have a think. This actually isn't enough phosphorus, is it? We need 12 tons of it. I guess there's a fair amount of liquid in this layer as well, but I think I do still need to keep heating this. I think I need to keep pumping more in. Yeah, I mean, we'll try it. Maybe I'll let a little bit more over here so that the thing can actually run. Oh, that might have been a problem. Did I open it too long? I may have opened it slightly too long. This is fine. Wait, does this still count as a power plant? It does. Okay, that's good. Right, so how long is this going to take to vent? Probably not too long. Now, I think what I did before was I put some liquid uranium in here to act as a conductive medium for the copper, but there's no point. We don't have any uranium, so we can't really do that. This is still working fine. I like that this is all connected together in one big tower of annoyance. You got the Discord to work, so we can do with the webpage versus desktop. Okay, good. So was that with the old or the new link? Let's just have a look at what this looks like. Oh, I got an ad. Okay. I'm allowed to get ads. That's fine. I think what I need to do... I think I actually need to use this power to run... I think I need to use this power to run this. And then this aquatuner can get plugged in down here. So let's plan around that. So that wire is going to go over here. And then this wire is going to go through here. And then I'll connect everything up when that's done. I think the old link is fine. Okay, that's good. I'd be mildly horrified if we were using that for like many, many years and it didn't work. Still scolding. Okay, that's fine. Right, you're overpressure now. How did this happen? Oh. Well, that's fine. You should cool down fairly soon. You're almost at 200 degrees. The steam vent is now dormant. So yeah, this should release most of this pressure now. That's good. Overheat damage. Oh, that's just the door. The door isn't bothering anyone. It's so weird how doors just function without needing to actually be operational. Very weird. Right. So I'm going to have to move a few things around in this room, aren't I? So the volcano's over here. Let's put the thermal aquatuner over here. Let's actually make it reversed compared to normal. Again, as I said, this isn't going to be an exact copy of what we do. I don't tend to like to exactly copy it, because I think it's just a little bit boring as well, but I think in this case it actually makes sense. So we'll put the thermosensor here. That could go like this. We can make this all out of copper, that's fine. It's also weird that only one type of door overheat. Yes, that is weird. So that's going to go in there. We need an auto sweeper as well. This needs to be made out of steel. Am I actually going to run out of steel? Possibly. Let's... I mean, I was going to put this in liquid so that it doesn't overheat. Good luck with that. Oh, actually, hold the phone. I know what we could do. If we stick a airflow tile here, then we can put some mercury in here, and then that's going to be the thermal conductive transfer medium. And then that's going to keep the steel stuff from overheating. Okay, that sounds good to me. So then in that case, I'll just put a bottle empty here quickly, and we'll deliver some mercury. The copper is going to be very hot, though. I like to have this in liquid uranium so the metal cools down a bit faster before we put it on the loader, but we'll see. Wait, what's overheating? The gas? Wow, that's a lot of snow. We haven't been cleaning these solar panels at all. I'm actually quite amused by how little I care about that anymore at this point. Why are you overheating? Oh, are you generating heat? Wait. Gas pumps don't generate heat. What? Oh, you built it with hot copper. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll build you out of steel. Oh, wait, we don't have enough steel? Oh, we'll see about that. Right, put the mercury here, because the volcano isn't going to boil the mercury here, right? And I think what I actually want to do is I want to make sure that this is built the other way around. I don't think I actually have enough steel for the gas pump. We're just going to rebuild it. Crap, I'm actually out of steel. I could just build a mini gas pump over here. That's probably better, isn't it? At this stage? Surely. Right, that should be fine. And then let's see. So the coolant loop is just going to be running... Okay, so it's going to go in here. It's going to go here. And then it's going to go up here. Then... I think I probably need to reverse these bridges. You must be running out of steel if you can't put a gas pump. Yeah, we brought... Yes, we have 25 left. We're not making it on this planet. Because we don't have a metal refinery. I could have shoved the metal refinery in here. I think we'll just do something else for the metal refinery. Active volcano room sounds a bit sketchy. I don't know, we've done it before. Not this time. I guess people are going to be going up here anyways. I don't know, this base is just a higgledy-piggledy mess, but that's fine. Right, this wire could go here, that's fine. This could go here and here. That's alright. So, the bridges can go like this. And then that could go there. And then that can come back down. Oh, wait. Have I done something stupid? Yeah, it's supposed to go in here, isn't it? Oh, boo. I did have them the right way round. Whatever. It's all bridge building practice. Right, that'll do. And then the actual polluted water we can just feed on here. That'll be fine. This will just be polluted water in the loop, I think. I'm just going to pretend those pipes don't exist. How is the pressure and temperature doing? I should have probably been monitoring this a bit more closely. Yeah, temperature's fine. Pressure is up to 2/3. That's good. So, am I going to want to move all of this debris out of here? No, because we've got a lot of dirt. I mean, the non-conductive stuff isn't very conductive, so that maybe we can move it out of here. But I'm probably not going to bother at first. But yeah, most of the systems I actually set up in here were for venting unnecessary gases and for controlling the rate at which we were boiling liquid, none of which is actually relevant if we're just running on a closed cycle. So let's actually... We'll use this turbo aquatuner for something else as well. But it needs to be a different temp... If we're doing the ethanol boiling, it needs to be a different temperature than this one for the phosphorus. So it does need to be two separate aquatuners. Oh, wait. This should be... Send green signal if above... I don't know, like 70 degrees? I guess we could have it be the same aquatuner. I don't know, I want to keep it separate. To be honest. Frankly, we're going to have enough power generation. I think we can keep them separate and it's fine. I haven't actually set up a transformer spine for this planet. A risky move considering how much power generation we actually have going on here. Will we do that? Possibly. We have a little bit of room we could put a transformer wedge in, maybe? I don't know, I don't know. Honestly, I just want to bodge stuff and try out new things. We're not planning on doing this run permanently, we know this. So we're just gonna wing it until it works. Conductive Wi-Fi is, spine is fine, just 5 more kilowatts, just 5 more kilowatts. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we do well, Gondor. So we need the vent, right? Let's actually put that in. So it's gonna vent closed cycle. I think I'm just gonna dump it over here. That should be absolutely fine, right? Dump it on the aquatuner. I like that we had room to put the sensor in this little wedge here. That wasn't part of the original build, but I'm pretty happy with it. Now, I probably could set this up to boil water from the water geyser as well, and then periodically send steam through. If we need a little bit more active cooling, maybe. Okay, how's the gas going? Gas is reducing. This is not very efficient stacked here, is it? Oh well. Probably fine. Am I right with this just running, wasting power for now to cool the room down? I think I am. Oh wait, the only issue is it's going to heat up before we're actively cooling it. Probably not the best idea. Right, let's have a think. Ethanol. Did I make some ethanol for over here? I did. It's in the bottle filler. We already did this. Let's just take a big bottle of ethanol and put it in here. I think we only need 10 kilograms, 12 kilograms, 13 kilograms or so. But if we put a big bottle in, then what it will do is it will take a while to boil everything, and then it will take a while to condense everything. And I think that's fine. Let's test it out. Yeah, let's get the temperature down in this room a little bit. Looks like there's still some thermal mass in here from just the debris. Oh, the coolant is still actually conducting some heat, isn't it? I mean, not very much, because there's micrograms of gas in here. Yeah, that's not doing anything at the moment. Right, ethanol. Empty the ethanol in here. I love how we're generating and bottling ethanol specifically to put in steam turbines. Very silly. There you go. That will help. Wait. Oh, you're tuning this? You don't need to tune this. This isn't generating any useful power yet. Right. I think I can hook this up here. I can turn that off for now. Do I actually have a battery connected to any of this? No. Well, maybe we'll just put a jumbo battery here quickly. That seems fine. There definitely isn't a battery in here, is there? No. Okay, cool. Chips board, that's fine. Well, we've got the ethanol in here now. 20 kilograms is a fair bit of ethanol. You know what, let's figure out what we're doing with the metal next. Now, I could remember to do this on my own, but I think I'm just going to look at the video. So what we actually want to do is we want to actively cool it. So if we're running it through the ethanol room, we can cool it down to about 70 degrees. That's probably fine, I think. So, can you just zoom out a bit? There we go, thanks. Okay, so I want to have a few different things in here. Let's put a conveyor shutoff. The conveyor shutoff does not need to be made out of steel, because that's not going to overheat. What's that going to look like? I think... Well, where's this going to go, first of all? I think I'm going to run it through the mercury first. So let's run it through the mercury first. Oh, we still haven't dumped any mercury in here, have we? Enable auto bottle. Yeah. Get it to run through here. And then go up here. These always look a little bit different every time you do them. That's fine. I mean, ideally we would cool it down a little bit more than to 70 degrees, but I think I'm alright with this. What about the conveyor shutoff? Or the, not the, yeah, conveyor shutoff. That should go... I should send that here. So, the sensor could go here. And then, if it's cool enough... I only want to power it if it's cool enough. This is turning into more hodgepodge than even I wanted. Okay, here's what I think we do. No. We need the sensor to be there. I think I'm going to put the shutoff here. Let's dump the mercury first, and then we'll put the shutoff in there. These days, I prefer a meter over a shutoff and sensor. That's true! We're using a conveyor meter over here. These things don't overheat either. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so let's figure out how to do that. So... we still want a conveyor rail sensor though, don't we? The main reason I put meters, you can set it to the average output of the volcano. Really? You're gonna have to show me what you've done with this, because I'm probably gonna do something silly instead. Well, whatever we do, we're gonna put it here, so let's just leave it for now. Does a meter consume as much electricity as a shutoff? I don't know. This lets you avoid the issue of microgram pockets not cooling down. That's true. Oh, hold on. Let's save the game. Geothermal power plant initiates. We've got a green message. Let's interrupt this experience. Look, it's over here. Attention required. No vents currently connected are ready to accept materials. Oh, I see. So here's what you have to do. You actually have to have one vent that's not the blocked vent open, and then it will also open the blocked vent. So we do actually need to cause even more of an environmental catastrophe than I thought. We're going to seal this in here, and then hope for the best. Oh, let's reconnect this first. You'll do that first, right? Yeah, we'll figure out all the volcano stuff in a minute. You do need to actually dump the mercury in here, though. Yeah, chip's on the way. Honestly, all I do is put the meter right after the loader and set it to the average rate with an always-on reset signal. Now, are you going to do this before the wall gets built? Yes. Okay. So now we can activate it. But let's seal it off first. No. No, 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 no. Get out. You're not going to pull that one on me. I've seen that one before. I'm hoping... I mean, it is pretty sealed off. I guess it's just going to be phosphorus gas, isn't it? That's awful. The liquid temperature is 192 degrees. Don't people normally have it reset itself? Its packets are much smaller. They cool off completely without need for a loop. Oh, I see. Yes, that's true. Okay, well, I'll have a think about that. It looks like the ethanol is doing what exactly? Oh, there's some oxygen up here that's still moving around? That's weird. What? What? What is going on? Oh, did we just dump some extra mercury in here? I think that's what's happened. Oh, okay. Ah, finally some soothing streams to end another most rough day. Hello. Hope you're doing well, Dotterly. So, to summarize what we've actually done today, we've got our phosphorus refiner working. I've currently got it set to actually pump some phosphorus to the geothermal heat vent so that we can activate it. And then we're going to cool it down and get it running normally. And we've also kind of set up the Copper Volcano, but not quite yet. We're still, I guess, letting some mercury through here. Something weird is happening here. The ethanol is climbing up here. I think I need to actually deconstruct some tiles here, maybe. Let the rest of the oxygen out. But in any case, the steam is cool now. That's good. Looks like the mercury is dumped. That's fine. How much? Yeah, a good amount. That's good. Okay, so we'll remove that. And we'll build everything else in here in a minute. But this is a Geotuned Heat Volcano. We're geotuning it with the phosphorus. And this is our main source of refined metal for the entire run, by the way. So that's why we're worrying about it so much. Looks like this steam turbine is working again. It's actually below 200 degrees in here now. That's interesting. So all 4 of these turbines are running. You bought Mind Over Magic and now you're badly hooked? Nice. I've got to admit, I don't think that game's quite my jam, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. Right, we've sealed this off now. Let's save it. And let's unleash the heat pump. And I'm hoping this will actually unlock the achievement. We disconnected this one. And this one is connected. This one's connected. Let's activate. Yeah. My duplicants have successfully cleared the obstructed geovent. Poop! Lead poop. We can now maximize the full potential of this formidable heat and power source and perhaps experiment with input temperatures to produce more interesting secondary byproducts. That's what we're going to be doing today. Or not today, but in general. My duplicants seem keen to commemorate this achievement by keeping the obstruction as something of a trophy. It's so weird that you have to get it hot enough to melt this, but you get to keep the solid as a trophy. Anyways, let's watch the cutscene. Yeah! Imperative achieved! There we go. Proceed! Hooray! It's been released, and so is all the crap. Looks like we're getting some lead out of it. That's nice. Never noticed that video game logic. Yeah. It's here. Hooray! Though the journey has been long, it's not been that long. We did this pretty quickly this time. And marked by challenges that often seem insurmountable, we have prevailed in harnessing this planet's core potential. We now stand proudly at the precipice of a sustainably powered future, or just some shenanigans involving magma and copper, probably. It is deeply humbling. I am hopeful that we have learned enough to wield this machinery more wisely than those who came before us. Oh, I doubt it. We were much wiser in the previous playthrough, where we were just using it to make megawatts of steam power. Megawatts? Megajoules of steam power, I guess. Steam energy. There we go! We're done. We're done on that one. We got some more achievements as well. We got the Royal Flush. That was a very late Royal Flush. Cool beans. We love the geothermal. Pump all my nectar in it to get sugar to make ethanol. I guess it melts the lead around the obstruction that was holding it in place. Yeah, I guess. So, obviously we're not just getting the phosphorus. We're getting some steam. We're getting... Wait. Oh, this is disconnected. Wait. Oh, so all the phosphorus is coming out of here. This one's still disconnected. It just got unblocked. Okay, that makes sense. Looks like some of the phosphorus is coming out as a liquid, but... Oh, man. That's a lot of steam. Why are we getting so much steam? This is mostly steam. Why? This wasn't supposed to be steam. I guess I forgot about that. Okay, here comes all the phosphorus. I think you get some steam as an impurity. I think that's fairly normal. Oh, you get like the salt water and stuff, or you get liquids. You get some rust, you get some granite. I think you get some granite. Yeah, you do. This is mostly phosphorus gas now. We pumped in liquid phosphorus. Pumped in oil nectar to get sugar and ethanol. To make ethanol. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Makes waters even at lowest input temps. Yeah, that's true. You're always going to get some steam with this. Wow, we're never doing this again. In fact, yeah, stop this. Stop this. Get it out of there. I mean... I guess I'm dumping it in here now. Just very quickly. Get rid of the rest of this. This is now getting turned off. And now we actually need to activate this. So we're going to reduce the temperature in this room now. Yeah, get running. You're going to heat up a fair bit because there's a lot of heat in here. That's going to overheat pretty quickly, isn't it? Ice, temperature plates. Do we actually have any ice left? We do not. There was a very small amount of ice there. Poorly thought out plan. Oh, wait. We've got to let some of this out, haven't we? Let's just stop sending in the phosphorus now. It looks like we've been melting some stuff up here the whole time. You just pump out the liquid phosphorus and use a steam turbine to keep the output below the phosphorus boiling temperature. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't gonna be enough for the amount of heat we've got in here. Well, what's the plan then? We're just gonna keep letting this freeze. Is this actually gonna keep pouring? I think we're just gonna keep opening it up a little bit. I was pouring liquid phosphorus into the pump. I was to actually heat it up, but now we're gonna cool it down. Right, where's... Can you actually access this? No, you need to build a ladder here then. Yes, we don't actually want phosphorus in there. We just wanted it to unblock the thing. Now we've got like many kilograms of phosphorus gas. This is this is well, this was the predictable end result of this. Mostly steam in here. Okay, well that's very hot steam. Wait, why is it so hot? That's way hotter than it should be. How weird. Well... It's not a lot of steam, so I think we do just dig here and let it out. It's probably fine. This is more of an issue. It's still venting another 8.5 tons of the phosphorus gas. Yep. Sure. Right, how's this going? I'll open this again. Eventually, this will just stay open. I've got to be careful not to open it too quickly, though, because otherwise it's going to convert to a tile. In fact, I may have already done it. Is this not flowing? Why is this not flowing? Yes, I think we let too much in. Yeah, it adds 150 degrees. I think we may have let too much in. Let's see. We might be alright, but I don't think we are. I'm gonna speed it up. It's 100 kilograms exactly. Maybe we'll be alright. You're gonna start overheating pretty soon, though. Probably one too many packets in the loop. Yeah, maybe. We did put a pipe in here specifically for that reason. Let's give that a try. Why do we have phosphorus over here? Oh, because the mercury is connected, which implies your input phosphorus was hot at its boiling point. No, the pump heats it up by 150 degrees. That's what happens. We were pumping in 180 degrees phosphorus and getting 330 out, but that steam was 500 degrees. I think this steam might have... Oh, look at this. It's not even condensing because this is all insulated and the carbon dioxide isn't exchanging heat with anything. That's so stupid. I don't even know what to do about that. I guess just open it up and let it trickle down. It's not a lot of mass. It might be alright. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, you're not quite overheated yet. That cuddle pip is having a bad time? Indeed, it is. I think we're just going to have to speed it up. Oh, you're out of power. You're out of power because we hooked up the power to the Copper Volcano. Is not working. So let's actually re-hook this up to the other thing with the battery. Okay. Because frankly, I need to see if this forms a tile. If it does, we're in trouble. It might still be alright, but we need to check. This is eventually going to overheat, but maybe we'll be alright on this too. I could put... Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's put some granite temperature plates in here. That might be enough thermal mass to actually get it to work. You're not erupting. That's fine. I think you're just not actually hot enough. Who's scalding? Oh, wait. Is this just condensing over here? It is just condensing over here. That's good, but we need to actually let it out then. Yes, good job, Steeler. Oh, wait. You're not even doing that. You're doing something else. Yeah, this is fairly predictable. Let's actually get Steeler healed up. Yeah, you've already healed up. That's fine. Yeah, you can build it from there. That's okay. So, yeah, that will cool it down enough, I think, for this to actually work. We just need Chip to build everything. That's good. Okay, get out of there. Yeah, that's enough thermal mass that we should be fine now. And then cancel these. Yes, it's successfully avoided forming a debris, forming a tile. That's good. It's just forming a giant lump. Because we're not actually moving it out of the room. We don't actually have to do that much phosphorus. Let's set it back to... How much do we actually need? We really don't need that much. And I don't want it backing up because that's going to keep forming more liquid phosphorus over here. I think I'm actually going to set it to something really low because these are going to consume 4.7 grams per second on average based on the eruption schedule. So that's 23.5 grams per second on average, which means I could set this to like 0.2 and that should be more than we need. So is that just going to send through a tiny packet? Oh, that was the whole issue, wasn't it? It's just going to send through a tiny packet and then it's going to melt immediately. Let's just double check that. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Okay. So I think what we need to do instead is set it to 10 and then set this to 500 seconds. 200 seconds. Okay. I guess that will do then. And then that should deliver a packet of 10 kilograms every 200 seconds. And then that should be enough to run all the geotuners. Okay. Let's print something. I don't know. Mirth leaf seeds? Sure. I have completely stopped paying attention to this. All the plume squashes are too hot. We're going to have to come back here and actually fix some stuff, aren't we? Boo hissed. Right, well, let's think about that later. Right, now I want to think about the setup in here. So your plan was to have a conveyor meter in here. And then that was gonna send it out a different way. Right, so let's think about this. So, right, let's do something along these lines. So, send it out this way. There is method in the madness. So what we'll do is we'll put a... So if we put a sensor here, if it's cold enough, then it goes through the bottom. There's steam in here? Why is there steam in here? Oh, there's probably a reason for that. Build a tile. Then the hot metal can come out of here. And then it can run through here, maybe? Are you a vacuum in here now? You are a vacuum in here now. Okay, that's good. So we can remove this. Maybe just put the battery in there. I could put the conveyor infrastructure there, actually. That probably makes sense. Okay. I could probably make this loop as well. So, the sensor is here, and then if it's too hot, then it loops back in here. And then we put it on a bridge, and then the bridge favors the looping. So that means that this rail actually needs to go slightly differently. So the rail needs to go like this. Yeah, I guess we just remove this one. If you're using the meter, you don't need a loop or a sensor. Right, so... But how does it actually cool down enough? So we're just loading it straight onto the meter. We're sending it around in cool packet. Okay, right. Let's just think about this. Right, so that's just gonna go in here. We're gonna set it to a very low amount that's equal to the eruption average. And And then we're just going to loop it around the whole room. This is turning into something silly, isn't it? Right. Okay, let's just do something like this. Okay, that's fine. So cut this off. This goes around like this. I don't think I want to send it right past the volcano, do I? I think I might actually just do it like this. And then it could go up here. And then I think I'll just have it go in here. Yeah, sure. And then I'll cool a bit more in the ethanol room. And then I guess it'll just dump out here. Yeah, maybe I'll just put it here. Yep, just loop around the room once and then send it out. Okay. Sure. Where's Sonia? You're fine. Let's heal up the rest of these guys. Because we get them a little bit scalded. You're overpressure. You're full of phosphorus liquid now. Great. That's a lot of phosphorus. I wonder where that came from. Well, this is just a bit of a time bomb now, isn't it? Okay, the steam is all condensed. I could pour it in this water, that should be fine, right? Obviously, releasing 300 degrees gas into the duplicant's living quarters is not a good plan. So maybe instead of that, we actually tunnel through here. This area is also too hot. Okay. Right, let's think about this. So if we come through here, there's a little bit of chlorine and stuff in here. Can I just remove these plants first? That's probably a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, let's try that. We'll try and drip it all down here. Did we dump the rest of that phosphorus out? We did. Okay, that's good. This is still a little too hot, but I think it's going to be alright. I think it's going to work out in the end. We have several tons of phosphorus here, so we can geotune the volcano as much as we want. So that's part A done. Oh, you need to remove this. That's very true. I'm surprised you didn't say that you were idle. This needs to be powered, so that's going to go here. This should be fine, actually. I'm glad. Alright, tonight, I'm going to try this. It's a banana flavor one. I haven't tried the banana flavor before. New. So we'll see if it's actually worth having. Ooh, that's really nice. Wow, I think that might be my favorite one, actually. So here's a funny story about bananas that you might not know if you're not an avid Bellatra player. So the original banana that was super popular when they were first discovered and then propagated throughout the world was called the Gros Michel. And it has a different taste than the modern bananas we have today, which are the Cavendish. Because the Gros Michel went extinct because of a fungal infection. So they had to find a new banana to replace it, which was the Cavendish. And the flavor is very slightly different. But the chemical flavorings for the Gros Michel... No, the chemical flavorings for banana flavor were developed when the Gros Michel was still around. So anything you get that's banana flavor will usually taste of the old banana rather than what bananas these days actually taste like. But I think there are some... I don't know, maybe there's some flavorings that are taste of the new bananas, but I think most of them taste of the old bananas. Can anyone verify that? Any avid banana flavor enjoyers? Right, okay. What's the plan with all this? So we've got to power the thermal aqua tuner. Is this not running now? Oh, the loop isn't full up yet. Your colony just hit 7,000 cycles. This is full of power. Let's actually... Okay, let's actually disconnect this, reconnect this for now. Let's see how this goes. And then we need to fill this loop. This loop is full. We need to set this... So... We only really want to we don't actually need to cool it down here, which is why this one isn't running. But, so if this one isn't running, it's not using any of that steam power. Volcano isn't generating any steam power yet, so that means we're not actually powering this. I guess we are from the... this thing. We'll keep an eye on it. I think the geotuners will need to get hooked up to something else, though. I think we need to centralize the power here. This is going to be too annoying otherwise. Right, so the average volcano eruption output, when geotuned, which should always be the case, is 911 grams per second. So do we use the eruption average or the overall average? I presume we just want the room to be inactive when the volcano is inactive. No, I guess we don't. I guess we want the room to be active all the time if we're trying to get steam power out of it. Overall average. So, yeah, let's set this to 540. 542 grams. So, 0.542. There you go. And then we'll set this to refine metal. So let's see what effect this has, because this is going to start heating up the room again, isn't it? So... Oh, we need to just plug it into the reset port. Yeah. I forgot that bit. I forgot that bit. That's fine. Chip is very quickly going to help out with that. Maybe? Maybe. Nope, not quite. Okay. I'm quite excited. We haven't done a Geotuned volcano tamer in a while. Alright, so... That seems like it's not doing anything. It's probably something connected over here that shouldn't be. Oh, the rail isn't built. Okay. That's fair. Right, so now we need someone to build all the rail. Okay. Can we make another mechatronics booster and just start handing these out? Because that's going to annoy me otherwise. Make one more mechatronics booster. We're still trying to vent. You've still got 2 tons of phosphorus? Oh, God. Right. This plant has been dug, so let's start tiling this. And then we can start tiling it from over here separately, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll just tile this one and we'll just ladder up here. We'll see. We need to disarm this. This is important, because otherwise it's going to kill us at some point. Yeah, this is actually cooling down now. So the steam power is going to diminish. I think we're just going to have to do an episode where we set up transformers and hook everything up. At least we'll have the metal to do it now. Yeah, I really don't think it makes sense otherwise. Right, Sonia is doing an excellent job on this, though. Right. Let's have a look at this. So the meter is running now. We're getting some very small lumps of metal coming out. Those seem to be cooling down immediately, as you say. So that should be fine. I like it. Let's see how effective this actually is. So the copper in here is still pretty hot. Where's the heat actually going? There's a lot of random debris in here absorbing the heat. Well, the copper is cooling immediately when it gets in here as well, so that's not a problem. Okay. Seems fine. I mean, now it's heating up because the volcano's erupting. So now that means this copper is actually going to get hotter. But it's still going to cool down enough in this room. Is that the case? Yes, because it's immediately exchanging heat with the mercury over here. It is heating up the mercury, but not by very much. Okay. Yep, it cools immediately. You don't need to worry about micropackets. Wow. I really hope this building didn't exist when I did that previous video, because this is a lot simpler than the shutoffs and whatnot. Good idea. The only downside is it just makes that annoying noise, but yeah. We're slowly learning to love the conveyor meter. Good. Let's just get a quick shot of this. Can we get a shot of this working as well? I need to open this up again. Just a little bit. Oh. Okay. That's probably slightly too much. No, that looks fine. Right, let's keep digging this out. We need to disarm this. That's definitely something we need to do today. And by disarm, I mean just pour a load of hot liquid into some water. This liquid also has a pretty... Well, it's not a very high specific heat capacity compared to the water, so maybe we'll still be fine. But it's pretty much like a full liquid layer. Right, build those ladders. So, right. I think what we're going to do, because we need the metal to build everything. I don't think we're actually going to use the metal to run the thing for space materials, even though we could. Because I would rather just get the metal now and build everything. This is really just going to be running straight up forever, isn't it? So, we're going to have to geotune the volcano. We have to geotune it. The geotuning adds 150 degrees to this, and it has more heat capacity. So I think this does make sense. Like, if we geotune this, the eruption output average will be 3.2 kilograms per second. This is only going to be 0.79, and it's going to be less heat capacity. So if we're actually trying to fill this geothermal heat pump so that we actually get the eruptions, it needs to be the magma. So that means we're going to have to set this up. This volcano goes dormant fairly soon, but the active period leaves a dormancy of about 40 cycles, which seems fine. Okay, so in that case, here's what we'll do. Let's actually, just for now, because people are kind of running out of things to do, let's actually just get this all demolished. I think we just demolish... Well, what exactly do we demolish? Let's see. So we have access... We have access to this whole bit. So I think we can just demolish everything in here. And this is all atmosphere territory. So we will just do that. Let's not demolish the funny gases yet. That can get removed. This could get removed, that could get removed, that can get removed, that can get removed. Hydrogen probably isn't that much of a concern. I think I'm fine to let all this out as well. Yeah. I don't think we need the videos anymore. Let's go back to Twitch. And then I think we actually let all of this out as well, just so we can get up here. I don't think there's any reason not to at this point. If you feed a constant green signal from a NOT gate or a switch, you can avoid the reset sound. Oh, that's true. I don't know. It's growing on me. I'm becoming accustomed to it. We can just dig this out. That's fine. That's actually a geode. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, it is. No, that's diamond. This is a chlorine geode, or something. I think. Why would the diamond be there otherwise? Right, and then you just come in here for now. Dig that out. Profit. Yeah, let's just get this all removed first, and then we'll figure out what to do with the volcano. Ugh. It's 500... Oh, it's a small amount. And it's got plants in it. But it's got diamond. Like, I know the geodes normally have a high amount of mass of gas, so maybe it's not a geode. Like, the natural gas ones are like an actual hazard. Because there's so much gas. We got water in here again. Oh, this is water. I think I actually need to get you to dump some mercury in here, then. I think I did fill this up with mercury, right? Yeah, just a little bit. Okay. Let's relocate this here. Okay. Then we'll open that up, because that's leaking heat out. Yeah, this still isn't that hot yet at all. I mean, eventually it'll get over ethanol temperature, but not for a while. What is this even going to look like? Because I think it's literally just going to be, we let the magma out, and we use a tricked pump to pump it up. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the sweepies and the flydos. We're going to get steel sweepies to sweep it into docks, and we're going to get the flydo to deliver it to bottle emptiers, and then we're going to use that to bypass the need for a pump entirely. Actually, if we build that, can we actually just get this to work, like, immediately? I'm going to have to move this vent here, for obvious reasons. Right, let's priority 9 this bit. We might even be able to get it to work for the first eruption, if it erupts in 10 cycles. Ooh, this is exciting. I don't think we're going to quite manage this today. Let's unplug it. Let's unplug it and see what we can do. We might be alright. There's a little bit of water in here. We need to remove that. We obviously need to sweep everything that's on the volcano off. We're going to have to make a gas room. We're going to have to pump it out. So I think what we want as well... What do I want? I think I'm... Well, obviously we want to be able to come in here still. Can I seal this off here? I can. Okay, let's do that. Let's make this obsidian. We have some obsidian, so that's fine. That can just go here. I guess you didn't need to build the ladder here. magma is quite viscous, but each eruption is going to be... Well, we're still geotuning it, actually, aren't we? Yeah, 4 geotuners. That's the amount we want. It's going to come out at 2,326. I think that's hot enough. The space materials. Oh, I should check that, shouldn't I? Right. Give me a sec. We're going to check that on the wiki. Wiki, oxygen not included. Geothermal heat pump. Yeah. Oh, not the image. So we want Fullerene and Niobium. We get these if the input material is at least 2,226.85 degrees. So 4 geotuners is enough, provided that it stays insulated. So we're going to have to pump that magma up here through a pipe. That's going to be annoying. That's going to be really annoying. Well... Really? You're trapped? That's so funny. Why? Let's build this out of granite. Yeah, just do that. That's fine. I think we could do this. Let's just have a think. So we could let it pour down here. Is there any reason to? I don't think there is. I think what we do is we just make a long landing for it. Where's the... No, stop this. Sonia is trapped. No? You're just bored. Okay. We still need to open this bit up and release the phosphorus. Good news, guys. The phosphorus gas is all condensed. Now we just have loads of deadly steam instead. This is great. I mean, we're not getting the metal out very quickly, I must say. This is gonna make it to the build. Can you actually deliver this here? No. Really? What do you mean you can't pick it up? Is it gone? Let's relocate this here. How is this going to work? Let's just keep sending it this way, and then what we'll do is... Yeah, don't bother with the ladders there. We'll get all of the gas out of here. We do something like this. Sure, the metal doesn't come out quickly, but you also don't get metal droughts during dormancy. That's true. That probably is a good thing overall. Right, let's do that. And then we'll pour some liquid in here, but it won't get all the way down to the actual magma. It's not Geotune. What? What do you mean it's not Geotune? Oh, because the power isn't running. I think I am just gonna have to. I'm just gonna connect all this up to one wire. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll see. So this is gonna produce about 40 tons of magma. So we need about 20 kilo. We need 20 tiles for it to build up to 1 per kilogram. But it's gonna stack a bit like this. Because of how the magma flows. Well, we're kind of just messing around, so let's see if it works. We will need to put the liquids in. Let's just Friday 9 all of this bit. You're stress vomiting. Okay, things are definitely collapsing over here. Why? Also, I should probably skill up Catalina again, right? Here you go. Enjoy your basic skills. Have fun. What are we printing? Copper. That's hilarious. Okay, sure. Wait, why are you running on this? Really? Okay, you no longer need to run on this wheel. That is not needed. I was not paying attention to that. Yeah, you've cooled yourself down now, that's good. The phosphorus is behaving here now. Let's actually open this up again. I think we're actually at the point where we can just let the phosphorus through. The steam is coming down here. I think that's okay as well. Yeah, let's just let it all out now. I think they're just not moving the mercury. What is going on? Do you not actually access this? Can, you just dumped it somewhere else. Okay. Move this here again. Right, liquid's all gone, that's good. So let's remove this tile. Where are you guys idle? Oh, right, because we're doing everything in the ammo suit zone. Okay. I guess you can dig this out as well. Oh, I should just build some more suits. We have plenty of oxygen. It's not an issue. Yeah. So let's pick this up. Probably need to make a couple more ammo suits. That's probably fine. Mm-hmm. And then bottle empty here. Something is happening to the mercury that's interrupting the errand. I wonder what. Right, I'm gonna supervise this. What's going on? Show me the mercury. Yeah, I know that Ren's stress vomiting. I'm gonna go skills grab him too. Some things have broken on the other planet, but I'm not sure I'm at the point where I really care anymore. I actually imagine... I'm wondering what to do. If we actually get space materials out of this, then we could get supercoolant and do the do the data bank thing pretty quickly. And that seems worth doing. What's happened here again? You've dropped it here again. Why? Why does this keep happening? Right, let's watch this again. I need to stop getting distracted. Perhaps the job gets cancelled when all the suits get taken. Oh, you know what? That's probably it. Yeah, how many extra ammo suits do we have? We have plenty, so let's deliver another 2 here. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah, we just need everyone in here now. 9.7 cycles. I'm a little bit skeptical we're going to get this done in time. So what else do we need? We need, let's see. We need sweepies. We need steel. We definitely need steel. Okay. Let's see. This rocket. We'll send that rocket over. Load it up with steel. How much steel do we have over here? I think we still made a fair bit. 6.8 tons. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, fill it with steel. Then change destination to here. Change crew to Grunkle Stunkle, I guess. But don't worry about it just yet. Right, you've done it now. Good. Okay, so now empty this. Yeah, we just needed to add some more suits. This should solve the whole crippling labor shortage issue. One would hope. Okay, so that's Mercury now. So let's actually stick the tile here. And then stop the heat leaking out of the room. This is not going to boil any ethanol at this rate. We'll see. To be honest, I'm sure a lot of the debris in here is just absorbing the heat at the moment. Ren, you'll be alright. Right, where is the steel? Right, you're half loaded, that's fine. That will do. So, cage crew, knowledge warnings. In launch sequence. View interior. That's probably enough food for one journey. Oh. Whoops. Whoops! That's fine. Whatever. Goodbye. Melt the snow, please. Yeah, have fun. Oh no, the shy bug is getting cooked.
I'm in a fish mood now. Fish has been established.
You're a fish mood?
Wasn't it?
It's been established. Yeah, okay. Fish cam. Anybody around? We got some loaches. We got the usual suspects. Blacko is hanging out slightly off screen. We got Zebradanio. That's fine. Right, let's go back to the game. I didn't bring any data banks. I'm not that concerned about that at the moment. We've actually done most of the research we want to do. So that's fine. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. Stuff is happening. Let's also... Hold on. Oh, these need to be connected. How did this not happen? Let's actually go up here now. So we can do it like this. And then that should let it out in a bit more of a controlled manner, right? Let's see what happens with that. Probably going to cause all sorts of shenanigans. It occurs to me I should probably seal this off before we remove that, but I don't think we can. Okay, what's going to happen with that is it's all going to build up in this area, and then it's just all going to fall over. So I think we dig all of that first. Consumables, let's see. Grunkle Stunkle can have Pemmican. There you go. You're actually getting enough oxygen? You're getting some oxygen. That's fine. Right, let's dump a little bit of mercury in here. Just a little bit. We don't want it to actually be in contact with any of the magma. Do we have... Okay, yeah, that'll do. So, just a little bit, please. I actually need to get around here. Okay, let's actually just remove all of that stuff then. That's fine. Who's scolding? You're fine. Why are you hanging out in a scolding area? That's not very sensible, is it? Oh, because you're... because you're trapped. That makes sense. Right, so... Ladder, ladder, ladder. We've not got any mercury gas in here, do we? No. Wow, this is actually getting pretty cool now. Got plenty of power banks stored up, so I'm not that concerned. But none of these steam turbines are actually running at the moment, are they? That's funny. How much phosphorus have we got over here now? Got 5 tons. Great. We don't need to generate any more. That's all good. Let's talk up a fair about real estate. Oh, right. Oh, cock. Okay. Okay, that one's on me. So sweep this all up. And then we need to put the sweepy in here. We need the rocket to arrive. The rocket will arrive in 0.7 cycles. Okay. Yes, let's try and get at least one go at this. So the sweepy dock needs to be over here. We need a Flydo dock as well. Where is that? Shipping. No. Base? No. No, we don't need a Flydo dock. We just need to move a Flydo in there. The Flydo docks do not exist. We need to make exactly one Flydo. Made of plastic. Well, provided you're not flying around in the magma, you should be fine. Okay, we let the phosphorus out. That is going to devastate the environment in ways that we can barely conceive of. But I think it will be alright. I'd rather have it down there than up here. We'll see. What's overheating? I mean, yeah, that makes sense that this is overheating. Don't auto-repair it. Right, you're taking all the mercury. That's good. So who's going to make the Flydo? Sonia. And we need a bottle emptier. And obviously this needs to be something that's not going to conduct with anything either. No, stop dumping the mercury in here. I told you to stop dumping the mercury in here. I didn't actually tell you. Oh, look. Hold on. More exciting things are happening. Look. The Pleco is going back in the skull. The Pleco likes the skull. I think the Pleco needs a cave. I think I need to perhaps partially bury the skull. It's somewhere in the tank and turn it into a Pleco cave. Wait a minute. Is that 2 Plecos? Are both the Plecos in there? There's no way I've caught the Plecos having some hanky-panky. No, I don't think they would both fit in there. I think it's just hanging out. Just likes to do that. Well, I'm not going to interrupt him. So we need a bottle drainer. That's what we need. And this needs to be set somewhere where it's not going to conduct heat with anything, i.e. on a vacuum tile. And I need to set up a gas pump to vacuum everything. In fact, I probably need to put that here. I think that's probably fine. Is this going to run 8.4 cycles? Oh, we'll test this all out tomorrow, I'm sure. I think tomorrow we'll just see if this works with the sweepies and the Flydo. What do you mean no docks available? Oh, right, yeah, okay. We'll test if this works. Try and get some supercoolant made. And then we'll try and do the data miner achievement. Because I don't think I'm going to prioritize that otherwise, normally, I don't think. And then we'll see whether we want to go for the resin tree from there. I think it depends on how much annoyance we're getting on this other asteroid. Because we've also kind of almost run out of ethanol here. In fact, that seems to be the issue, is that we've actually run out of ethanol. Okay, well that's a fairly easy issue to solve for now. It just needs to go here. But I'm still not overly happy with how the wiring was set up here in the first place. So let's actually... yeah, let's get everything set up on this asteroid and see if we can get supercoolant made from this. And after that, we'll experiment with everything else. Right, so sweep these out of here. Let's put a bottle emptier over here, so we can dump random mercury over here. We've actually pitcher pumped almost all of it out. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, copper's doing fine. Copper's doing fine. So the gas pump needs to go here. Let's make this out of gold amalgam. That's not going to have to conduct heat with anything either, so it doesn't have to be made out of steel. That can actually just go here. That's fine. And then that power wire, I guess could just go over here. Yeah, that's fine. Right, the rocket has landed over here, so we should have all the steel now. Oh, you actually filled this up with 4.88 tons? That's good, okay. Dump that there. I probably should have moved that. This bin we're going to fill with steel, aren't we? That's what we'll do. Yeah, fill that very quickly. And then that could be... Sweepy dock. I can go here. And then I think we'll actually just launch the rocket again once we moved all the steel. Yeah, this should be fine. And then we'll put a door here, because I don't think we want dupes to come in here under any circumstances. Looks like the phosphorus is over here. It's still liquid, but it's not a hazard anymore. That's good. We've got a lot of water on the move. That's fine. Yeah, that actually went fine in the end. And then the steam over here is probably not going to interact with anything ever. Great. I probably do want that to come out, actually, don't I? Can I get you to just sweep this up and then we can have the steam slowly push out and condense? Right? It's probably worth doing, isn't it? You are going to scald temporarily, that's fine. They ain't very happy about that one. Okay, get out of there. That's fine. Right, so this could be set to random mercury. Yeah, just dump that out there. That's fine. And then this all needs to be priority 9, which they're doing, which is fine. I'm glad we're gonna at least be able to test this out. I'm not sure how many sweepies we'd need as well. The problem is the magma is gonna get all the way over here. It's not gonna melt the sweepy dock, but it is gonna overheat. That's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. Maybe we need to make this room a bit longer. I mean... I don't think there's any way around it. I think we do just have to make the room long enough they can come and sweep everything up and it's not going to get in the way. So... Because if we put another bit down here where we just leave the magma, the sweepy can't jump down on one tile hop. So I think, unfortunately, that means we're going to have to actually set it up over here, which means we can't set up the transformers over here. Okay. I mean, we could still probably set up the gas pump there for now. Maybe we'll just move this over later. Can I actually move this? I'll move this one more tile over. That should be enough. So let's actually move this. And this can go here, I guess, and then we can remove all the ladders. We'll get all this gas out first, then we'll get all the rest of the gas out. And that power wire can just go here. Because the aim is that we should not have any magma over here at all. Okay, this seems fine. I'm pretty sure the steam is all eventually going to condense. So I think fairly safe to say that the geothermal heat vent has been disarmed. Right, so this is going to go here. So if we're just going to lead the magma through a load of insulated tiles, that seems pretty convenient, doesn't it? So maybe what we do is, well, first of all, let's tile this in and remove the chlorine, and then yeah, I think we'll just reuse this, and instead of having the phosphorus go through here, we'll just have the magma go through here, and we'll just reuse the exact same pipe. That makes sense. So I think what I'll have to do is disconnect one segment. That's going to go in there. Okay. And then this pipe is going to go through here. We can't reach all of that. No, it's going to go... Stop. We're gonna remove this bridge, which we can do. And then that pipe is going to go through here. And then we can reach all of this, and then that's just going to connect up here, and that's fine. And then that's going to go here. Just building the pipe. That's fine. This needs to be priority 9, though. We need all of this to be done first. I need to do this. I'll pour the mercury in here now. Okay, what we got? Sure, algae. I don't care. I really don't care at this point. We're just making it work with these guys. We're learning. I am a zebra Danio. Look at me. Look how majestic I am. Right, where's the mercury? Okay, that's going to arrive fairly soon. I probably could actually leave this mercury bit here, because that way... Well, the mercury, the magma's only going to pour down here anyway, so I don't think this actually gets in the way of anything. Right, okay, stop this. Right, remove that, sweep this. And now we're at the point where I can remove this tile. Good. Remove this. I think that's fine. So, all the steel is getting moved over here slowly. That's fine. Wait. Is it? We're not getting any liquid steel over here. Oh, the steel's not going to melt anyways. It's magma. Magma doesn't melt steel. Okay, so we'll just launch the rocket then. So go back home. We will eventually set it up to refuel, but not for a while. Yeah, sweep all this stuff out of here. This is going to be the mercury. Magma doesn't melt steel, but rockets can. I don't think the steam rocket's going to be hot enough to melt the steel, though. No, it's fine. I think a hydrogen rocket probably would, but not a steam rocket. Right, so the magma is going to go in there. You're still running, that's fine. So, I think it's going to go down like this. Which means I need to put in another ladder over here. I think I'm literally just going to run this past neutronium. I do not want the magma conducting heat with anything. Very much doubt the steam rocket will achieve steel melting debris, yeah. So let's actually... Here's what we'll do. We'll build a bridge here, and then we'll just pipe it past all of this. Let's actually fill this gap in, though, first. So, the magma is going to go in insulated tiles. It's going to get bridged here. And then it's going to go... Yes, we could do this. Oh, let's tile this as well. Then that's going to go in here, and then that's going to hook up there. Okay. I think we're actually surprisingly close to getting magma into the geothermal heat pump. The other question is, so the geothermal heat pump, when materials are going in that are hot enough to get space materials out, it actually cools down the liquid instead of heating it up. So it'll be interesting to see what it says about that. But the magma is all going to end up somewhere. And perhaps what we do is we just dump the magma over here. By all this other magma. That makes sense, doesn't it? We'll think about that bit later. Hello, Kunaktien. We've done some stuff today. So A, this is working fine now. You actually got phosphorite going around on the conveyor. Oh, do I have milligrams of phosphorite going around the conveyor? How annoying. Ugh. I look good? Oh yeah, I'm really enjoying the skull. I'm just nestling right in there. We also made a Copper Volcano tamer. Quantum Zari showed me how to do the conveyor meters, so we're just putting the little copper packets on the conveyor rail consistently, and that's ensuring it all gets cooled down properly. This room is heating up because of the steam turbines and everything, but the metal is coming out cool enough for us to use, so that's good. Yeah, it's the fish tank. Hold on. Yeah, fish cam. It's this one. There's the fish cam. Cool beans. Right. So yeah, Copper Volcano is done. That's Geotune, so we're getting lots of refined metal out of this. We have 6.3 tons of copper available now. Got some loot. Let's see what's in the loot. Woo! Got the puzzle cube ceiling light. Nice. Amazing. We'll have to build that somewhere. So we've got a little bit of spare time, and I've noticed this volcano actually has one more eruption before it goes dormant. Now, it says next dormancy 5.7 cycles. I think what we need to do is we need to save it before it goes dormant. And then, so long as we don't reload it during the dormancy, it should erupt at least once. But that does mean we only have one chance to get it to work, unless we save it before it goes dormant. So, let's try it. Yeah, that's pretty pog blueprint. Put the sweepy dock over here. Yeah, you're going to make a steel sweepy. That's good. This is going to be set to just magma. And I'm hoping this is going to be enough to actually... I'm hoping this is going to be enough to actually get it working. All the gas is in here. This is probably going to take a while to empty. I may actually hook up more gas pumps. I'm going to be real. I do not want this to... I do not want this to fail because we don't vacuum the room fast enough. We'll remove the other ones later. Yeah, this is all hooked up in here anyways. This is fine. Yes, this is fine. Let's put a ladder here, and then you can just get in this tile here. These ones, I think I'm happy for you to just do that now. Everything else I think we can access just fine. These ones I think I'll leave for now. This needs to be done here. Okay, Sweepy's having a go. That's good. He's grabbing all the non-magma stuff. So what we need is we need the Flydo to come out of the Sweepy dock. We need the Flydo to come and deliver the magma out of the Sweepy dock into the bottle emptier. Bottle drainer. So we made a Flydo. We haven't given it any power banks yet. So let's relocate it here. And then what I'll do is I'll put a steel door here so it doesn't melt. And we'll restrict... Oh, hold on. We don't want to restrict Sweepy to that zone. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Grunkle Stunkle's out of food. Oh, that's fine. Don't care. Wait. No, I don't care. That's fine. You're not going to starve on the rocket. You're going to be there in 0.5 cycles. I am going to need you to empty the solids out of here. Because this thing only holds 1 ton. The volcano is going to erupt with 40 tons of magma at a time. So the Flydo is going to need to do a lot of work. Also, the problem with this setup is we need the magma to get pumped out. Otherwise, the room is going to overfill with magma. Which is not a great idea. But I'm sure we'll figure it all out tomorrow. I think we'll go for one more cycle and then we'll wrap it up. But I'm pretty happy. We've cleared out a lot of space. We've got a pretty good plan over there. I think the magma will get dumped in here, but that means we're probably going to have to vacuum out this room as well. I actually do need a plan for where I'm dumping the magma, because if I'm dumping it randomly, it's gonna destroy everything. So I think I actually do need to get this done. So let's deconstruct all of this. And we'll set up an isolated magma room here. Oh, and then we're going to need to do an actual volcano tamer, aren't we? Oh, man. I think we're just gonna dump the magma in here first, and then figure out what to do later. Maybe we just insulate the room first. So how about we actually just build the obsidian tiles here, and then we figure out what to do. Right, you're done on that as well. Let's build some more igneous rock here. Oh, should this have been obsidian? I don't think so. I think we only wanted obsidian where it was actually directly contacting the magma, potentially. Right, how's this looking now? Okay, it's just carbon dioxide. We're fine. This pump isn't working. That's alright. We're getting this room vented pretty quickly now. Let's do this party 8. And then... Do I get the Flydo to deliver everything else to a conveyor loader? Does that work? Will the Flydo deliver to a conveyor loader? I don't know, maybe. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's gonna heat up, isn't it? Yes. That's one thing. This generates heat, this generates heat. We're actually gonna need a cooling loop in here, aren't we? Probably not, because this is only gonna be dumping stuff. This is only gonna be dumping the solids from here. Well, I'll remove this gas pump now, I think. Because the gas pressure in here is now very low. This one could take over. Maybe we get the auto. Maybe we just get an auto sweeper to do this quickly. And then that shouldn't need to run again, so I don't think it's actually going to have a heat issue. Sweepy is Sweepy is having trouble. Right, you're done now. Good. I'm going to leave that one up top. I'm going to remove all of this stuff. Okay. It looks like you built the pipe. Good. So this should... Okay, let's disconnect this pump. What's going on here? Well, I've got water here. Is there a heat leak? No, I think the water just got cool enough. I think this is still fine. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. Right, just build these things. What's left? 5 cycles to go. Okay. Let's just make sure that the... Wait, what's going on? Okay, let's just get these built. Oh, are you coming to do it? Yeah, yeah. Okay, you remove the wire. Okay, sure. Oh, I'm gonna yellow alerts. I'm getting impatient. We've got to get all this stuff out of here as well. Sorry, dudes. You've got one last job to do. We gotta get our friend Sweepy unblocked. Right, so this is all 9. Right, so... Yes, you are unblocking the sweepy. Okay, good. Great. Good stuff. Now you're going to go charge up. And then you can just grab all this stuff. And then you can get sorted out. Okay, I think that'll do. I think we'll save it here. So... I think we've done a good job today. We got the phosphorate refiner to work properly. A little bit of a bodge, but it got the job done. We got 5 tons of phosphorus now. And more from the heat vent as well. Loads more from the heat vent. So we won't ever need any more phosphorus. We also got the Copper Volcano sorted out while being geotuned, so that's nice. And now, tomorrow, we're going to test out trying to get magma out of a volcano with sweepies. With a sweepy and a flydo. I've seen people talk about this online, but I want to investigate it for myself and see see if we can do that instead of using a pump. I think it makes a lot of sense. I just don't know whether it can actually handle the throughput of the Geotuned volcano. But we'll see. Thanks very much for hanging out. It's been nice. I think it's gone well today. I'll be around usual time tomorrow. If you do miss any of the streams, the VODs that are on YouTube, I think I might start uploading the VODs a little bit later in the day. Like maybe around 3 or 4 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. Because these days I'm cutting out the intros and I'm doing a little bit of editing in the mornings of the VODs. You know how I used to have the skippable bit at the beginning? I'm just cutting that out now because I don't feel like it. You guys see plenty of the fish these days. So that means usually it takes a couple of hours to process of YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna start uploading them at 4 p.m. I'm gonna change that. And we all established that the Discord link works. So feel free to go and hang out on the Discord as well if you've got any oxygen nocturnal ideas or memes or anything like that. And yeah, if you're not already following me on Twitch, feel free to follow me and you'll get notifications when I go live. We're still going to be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for now. April, it's going to switch over to Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I think. I'll confirm that closer to the time. But let's go raid someone. Who are we going to go raid? I will just make the thumbnail the heat pump cutscene today, because we haven't done that before. I'm gonna go raid Rand.
Thanks for the sub.
Woo!
Timing is everything.
Grey Area's returned 14 months. Thank you very much for your resub. Currently on a 6-month streak. Congratulations. We're gonna go raid Rand 118 and see how they're doing in Factorio. That's a game that I never got into that I kind of regret not getting into, but I have enough time sinks already. We'll be fine. Alright, take care everyone. See you later.